Welcome to Meadows Whitetail Great Plains. We're back in a tree stand. Last time we were out here was Tuesday. It's now Saturday the 18th of October, and we're out here trying to fill a doe tag tonight. On Tuesday we set on the edge of this alfalfa field about 250 yards to the northeast of me right here. And most of the deer we saw were funneling out into the middle of this alfalfa field. Here in Nebraska, a lot of the beans are starting to be harvested. In this area, we're probably around 90% harvested. So the only thing left standing is the corn. Another reason we're sitting in the stand tonight is because right behind me is one of our target bucks, split brow, lives a majority of the year. So it's pretty warm. I don't know if the conditions will be right for him to come out, but there's always that chance. Sometimes you got to be lucky, so we'll see if that happens. But in the meantime, hopefully we have a good night. On Tuesday we saw 32 deer, so hopefully it's a repeat of Tuesday night and we'll get a shot at one. So stick with us. Big buck, big buck, big buck. Meh. Meh.
Well, Alan and I just got in from our evening hunt. It was pretty awesome, to say the least. And 5 o'clock hit and we started seeing deer after deer after deer, and out popped a little buck. And all the does were real concerned back in the timber, so we just kept waiting and waiting, and sure enough, the big boy stepped out. We think we know what deer it was, and if it's the same deer we're thinking, which we'll show you here, he really blew up in a year. And we don't really know what age he is, if he's 3.5 or 4.5, but he's awesome mainframe 8. He's just worked this way all the way to us. He was at 30 yards when I first had an opportunity, and I just could not draw. We had a doe just to the bottom right of us. It was just had us. So I had to wait till I got into the next opening of the tree, and at this point I had him pegged at about 40 yards, and as you can see, he ducked it. And there's a few things I can take away from this. When I'm practicing, I'm always putting that pin, that 40-yard pin, right on the aiming point that I'm looking for, and I should start aiming a little bit lower, just because the fact that, especially when you stop deer, a lot of times when they're alert, they're going to jump that string. And I think tonight, had I done that, it would have been a really good kill. So coming away from this hunt, that's what I need to work on, is taking my shots, especially 30 yards and out, a little bit lower, especially if they're alert and stopped. The other thing I wanted to talk about a little bit, here in Nebraska, the food that they're hitting right now seems to be everything that's green. And on this farm, it's the alfalfa. Just in the last 2 hunts, we've seen out 60 deer probably. If you're in Nebraska hunting anything that's green, maybe check those alfalfa fields, and you should be good to go. And we'll keep you updated, but I appreciate you joining in Meadows Whitetail. Make sure to check back next Sunday.